In China, it's a huge thing to advertise your cars in shopping centers and malls, supermarket type areas. Well, this sounds good, but it is actually surprisingly common that people crash these cars inside malls and shopping centers. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the channel. I'm Sam Evans. You're watching the Electric Viking. It's great to see you. There's been a bit of a crazy incident here, and actually I shouldn't laugh about this because it's pretty serious. People have gotten critical condition because a 14-year-old has gotten into an electric car, a BYD Atto 3. I'm going to guess this 14-year-old, I'm guessing he didn't realize that the car, you could drive it. I mean, this is kind of insane, but this car was literally in a shopping center. So you guys in America, I'm sure you'd call this a mall. And this 14-year-old's gotten in there. He's thought, I want to have a look at this car. And he's put his foot down on the accelerator, not realized the thing was turned on. He's driven straight into a drugstore or a pharmacy, a chemist, and he's actually hit people and they've had to go to hospital. Yeah, they're in serious critical condition. Now, a BYD Atto 3 was on display in the Westfield Liverpool shopping centre, and it suddenly accelerated, with two people having to be taken to hospital, apparently in critical condition because the car has gone straight through a glass front window of this drugstore, this pharmacy, and driven straight into these people. Now, this happened apparently at the cosmetics section at around 12:30 p.m. There was no battery explosion, lithium iron phosphate batteries in electric cars, obviously in BYD electric cars, but in almost all electric cars that have LFP batteries, very unlikely for the battery packs in them to actually set fire. That's why you can actually buy in China and other countries smashed up BYD cars quite commonly because the batteries are not affected in fires. So, in impact, they rarely actually set fire. Now, this was reported recently, and there's some images here of what happened. It's unclear how the vehicle was able to move, apparently, just considering display vehicles shouldn't be able to be driven by customers checking them out. But, clearly what's happened here, guys, is with an electric car, you don't know if it's turned on. This is the first thing I noticed when I got an electric car, right? I went to start the car and I thought, oh, hang on a minute, how do I start? And I realized there's no noise. It was already started. There's no ignition to turn on. So your brain has to recalibrate and think, hang on a minute, I don't need to turn this car on. It's just on all the time if you want it to be. So yeah, this 14-year-old probably couldn't hear an engine noise, right? And you can't hear any idling. So you think, oh, it's not turned on. And so he's pressed the accelerator. Now, obviously the car shouldn't have been turned on. Kind of insane that this was the case in a supermarket or in a mall shopping center to have the key there and have the car basically able to be driven straight into a shop. Now, a 50-year-old man was treated for minor head injuries, but there was apparently another man treated for chest injuries, but I believe they're both now in a stable condition. So this kind of thing has actually happened more often than you'd think because cars are often shown in malls and shopping centers, in particular in China. And in China, electric cars are much more common than they are in other countries around the world. There's now millions of electric cars in China. And of course, you have these in supermarkets, in malls and shopping centers, and you're going to get this happen at some point in time, accidentally. So there's actually a few videos on YouTube of this happening. It's more common than you might expect. Thanks for watching.